coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Love going to throw right away.
Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Well, these two teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. 2nd and 5.
Now Thomas will come in motion right. They'll keep it on the ground. Burton. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Burton.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Love, they go play action now. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Love from the gun. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. The kick by Lutz is good, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. 2nd and 15. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Following the interception, Love. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it first and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You talk about this Lions defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
He's across midfield and all the way down to the 33-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Gain of 22 yards. And the Packers first down.
$10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10, Lions nothing.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a first and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. Pushing his way through. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. He'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The Lions still looking for that first win. 0-6 to start the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Rowe. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
They'll try to run this one in.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions are back within a score.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Burton.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Love now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. Two guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Love. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick.
And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Down to the 42, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
They'll look to throw.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll look to throw again.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock. You prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. He's got it. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield, as you mentioned.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left.
Finds Gibbs on a check down.
And he'll go down at the 28. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Brian Branch with it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, they were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's airing it out for Williams. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it looks like the defense has got it.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now 2nd and 9. Another run for Gibbs here.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help that.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Was Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line. Slot man moves right. Now Love. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
And even 40 yards.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17-all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A short one there to Freiermuth. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A give right side for Gibbs. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 41-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burton. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
To throw now. Here's Love. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Down to about the 37.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Looking long for Thomas. Touchdown, Packers. Brian Thomas, 37 yards. And the Packers have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
24, Lions 17.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll go again with Gibbs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oh, and that was a big-time hit right there. Receivers understand when they run into the danger zone, that's the expectation. Really good job of catching the football, holding on, despite the discouraging type of a hit.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Love looking to throw it.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go.
Burton.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, That's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from him.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burton. A little juke. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
This has been a tremendous drive to this point, and this is all you want, playing with a lead in the fourth quarter. If you can keep the ball on the ground, keep the sticks moving, you're going to be in good shape to finish this one off.
In motion right is Thomas. Working out of the gun. Love. Now this one complete to Burton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, the great coaches said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
This offense so far on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there that takes away what could have been a touchdown. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Give them a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back to throw now on first down. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
Lions, first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Rashawn Gary picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They run the counter. It's Burton. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is the Packers punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Lions will take over.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
He's back to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Touchdown, Detroit!
Jamison Williams.
36 yards.
And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. Pass complete. Thomas. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Webster. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Now Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This is 1st and 10. Love. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Clock at 30 seconds. 2nd and 10. Now Love. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Love looking to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is taken in at the 5.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Now back to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
What a big-time interception that is here on the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, they're already knocking on the door with this short field. Remember, all they need is 3 points to win this game.
And that thinking just can't limit them on offense. The playbook should still be wide open. Get a first down, maybe 2. Do it safely. Nice throws that your quarterback can make. Nice runs that your running backs like. But make sure you get yourself into position and let your kicker have at it.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he is in for the score! And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road.